Welcome back to Canuck Aviation here in Abbotsford, BC, Canada. Today I'll be playing Axis and Allies Zombie Edition. Who will win? Will it be the Axis, the Allies, or the Zombies? Find out coming up, round 1. End of round 1, the Russians attacked Ukraine and West Russia. In Ukraine, they lost all but a tank and a fighter. In West Russia, they took that over with 6 infantry and 2 artillery remaining, and moved everyone but an infantry from Siberia to Urals right there, and got a couple artillery in Caucasus and a couple infantry in Russia. They also attacked Sea Zone 6, but the German submarines submerged there. And for the Germans, they attacked Sweden, which is not neutral anymore. They also attacked West Russia, took out everyone there except for 5 zombies, and attacked the British fleet in Sea Zone 10 and Sea Zone 15. Or 14, rather. They also attacked Anglo-Egyptian Stan. They lost all but a tank. The British also lost all but a tank, so they retreated to North Africa from there. And the British got an aircraft carrier in Sea Zone 8 and a submarine in Sea Zone 35. Moved a couple transports from Sea Zone 30 and Sea Zone 35 to Sea Zone 28. Lost Union of South Africa to the zombie, and French West Africa to another zombie. That's all for the British. The Japanese attacked Sea Zone 42 with 3 fighters, took out the battleship there, no hits against them. Moved their aircraft carriers to Sea Zone 41, bought a couple subs, and moved the rest of their fleet to Sea Zone 32. Gonna put a lot of pressure on India this round, see if they can hold. Also, Australia has pressure on them because of that fleet as well. And for the Americans, moved their sub from Sea Zone 39 off the coast of United States. They attacked Sea Zone 14, took out 2 subs there, and dropped a guy and a tank in North Africa, took out the tank there, and got a carrier, and they also got cruiser, which this game doesn't come with cruisers, but mine did come with one, a misprint. But that's all for this round. Round 2 coming up. Will Moscow hold, or will the Germans fail? End of round 2. The Russians sent an infantry from Karelia to Norway/Finland, took that over. Sent an infantry from Russia to Archangel, and sent a couple infantry into Soviet Far East, take that back from the zombies. They bought 4 infantry on Russia and 2 on the Caucasus. The Germans, they took back Norway/Finland, didn't lose anyone, sent a bomber and an infantry, sent their tanks from Germany and infantry from Eastern Europe to West Russia, and sent their infantry from Germany to Balkans. They got 5 tanks on Germany. That's all for them. The British bought an aircraft carrier, or a transport, moved their fleet to Sea Zone 15, sent their destroyer down to Sea Zone 14, and bought 2 infantry on India, and sent their transports from the Middle East to Sea Zone 30 and dropped them in India. And for the Japanese, got a couple subs and an infantry. Attacked India, which didn't go too well. Lost everyone. There's still a British fighter remaining, but now they've got no reinforcements coming to India for at least 3 turns. Sent their fleet to Sea Zone 39. That would be all for them. The Americans got 3 subs, 2 transports, and infantry on the United States. Moved their fleet outside the Panorama Canal and got another infantry in Szechuan. Sent a couple infantry and an artillery to Caucasus, and an infantry from Urals to Russia. And that's it for round 3. Round 2, rather. End of round 3, the Russians got 5 more infantry, 4 in Russia and 1 in Caucasus. Took back Siberia from the zombie. And that's all for them. The Germans attacked Russia, which failed, lost all but a bomber. And the Russians and Americans still have a bit of units there. Got 4 tanks and an infantry in Germany. It's not looking too well for the Axis. On the United Kingdom, they bought 1 transport. And down in India, they bought 2 infantry, saved the rest of their money. Moved a couple transports through the Suez Canal. Sent a destroyer from Sea Zone 14 to 17. And sent a submarine from Sea Zone 37 to 40. For the Japanese, bought a few artillery and an infantry. Moved all the navy to the Philippine Islands. And that's all for them. The Americans moved their subs from Sea Zone 11 through the Panorama Canal. Moved a couple transports and an aircraft carrier right there. Drop in Western Europe, most likely, with the UK. Sent a transport down to Brazil, took the infantry off there to give it to the zombies. Going for a zombie apocalypse as the Allies. Zombies just need 3 more IPCs worth of territory. And yeah, round 4 coming up. End of round 4, the Russians sent 2 infantry from Siberia to Manchuria. And that's all for them. Saved their money, wanting the zombies to take over their capital to give them enough IPCs to end the game. That's all for them. The Russians bought 4 tanks and an infantry. Moved some tanks, infantry, and bomber to Eastern Europe. And put all the rest in Germany. For the British, they took over Norway/Finland, gave it to the zombies, and bought a couple infantry in India. Bought a couple more infantry in Australia as well. Got another infantry on Borneo from converting a zombie into an infantry. And moved their sub to the Hawaiian Islands. For the Japanese, bought a couple more subs. Tried taking over Manchuria, failed. But they did manage to take Southeast Asia, which stopped the zombies from ending the game right there. 2 IPCs short. And for the Americans, bought a couple more subs in Sea Zone 44. And moved part of their navy off the coast of the United Kingdom. And another wave in Sea Zone 13. Round 5 coming up. I think this will most likely be the rest of the game right here. See you next round. End of round 5, the Russians sent a couple infantry from Manchuria into coastal China and moved everyone out of Russia into Caucasus. Lost 3 infantry to the zombies, but that's the plan. Let them take over Moscow to end the round. Germany sent 6 tanks into Ukraine, took that out with losing 2 tanks, bought 3 infantry on Germany. The British got a couple infantry on UK and a couple on Australia. They attacked Norway/Finland with enough force to create some zombies, but not enough to take it, so the zombies got that, and moved their fleet from Z-Zone 17 to 14. The Japanese got an infantry and a couple artillery. Tried taking over India with one guy, but he failed. Sent a couple guys into Alaska, took that, and Soviet Far East, and moved their fleet off the coast of Alaska. The Americans got a couple subs on the Pacific side, and a transport and an infantry and artillery on the Europe side. Sent their navy up beside United Kingdom. Gonna try a 1-2 punch against Germany this round, I think. And that's all. Round 6 coming up. End of round 6. The Russians lost Russia to the zombies, just like the plan, and nothing else for them. The Germans bought a bunch more infantry, moved their tanks from Ukraine back to Germany, but it wasn't enough to hold against the 1-2 punch. The UK came in there with 3 infantry and 3 artillery, 2 fighters and a bomber. Lost them all. Germany still had 4 tanks and there were 5 zombies. And then zombies also took over India. Got a couple more infantry in Australia. And then Japan lost their money for some reason. They took back Manchuria and Siberia. Attacked the US's sub fleet, took them out, only lost 4 or 5 subs themselves. Lost Okinawa to a zombie. And then the Americans got 6 infantry on western United States. And moved transport to Z-Zone 9 from 11. And moved the rest of the Navy into the Baltic Sea and attacked Germany. Took it over with 6 infantry and 3 fighters remaining. Took out every zombie there. And that's all for this time. See you next time.